Hello, I'm Paul.
And I'm Scott.
And welcome to DC
I'm Proud.
Hello everyone, welcome to a little bonus episode of DC and Proud. We're just having a little break from our Cackles and Capes season because we thought, hey, we might as well coincide with this news that LUCA Guadagnino and Daniel Craig, they're possibly doing a Sergeant Rock film in the future. So I thought, hey, there's a Sergeant Rock short film.
A little showcase?
Yeah, DC showcase. We might as well cover, just cause. So yes, this is DC Showcase Sergeant Rock from 2019, directed by Bruce Timm. It has a plot description of just after recovering from losing his entire unit in battle, Sergeant Rock leads a special army of commandos against a Nazi secret research base, and it stars Carl Urban as Sergeant Rock. Great cast.
Great cast, yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, just up top, have you ever heard of Sergeant Rock before?
No, I have not.
So this is the only understanding of Sergeant Rock I've got, and it's watching this short film. I've never read any comics of him.
or anything like that.
No,
okay,
nothing.
Fine.
I've seen him in the Crisis on Infinite Earths. He was in that briefly, but other than that, I've never read anything.
Okay.
And I think this is a perfect kind of place to do this film, considering the news of Sergeant Rock and also Creature Commandos is coming
That's
out
true.
next month.
But even after seeing this short, I don't know if it needs to, I don't know if I'd prefer it to be a show rather than a film.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Because I could think you would build up on the army aspect of it and flesh out the characters as in like the vampire and the werewolf and stuff like that. I think you could flesh them out a little bit more. I think a film might be a little bit rushed.
Well, let me tell you, this is what I think is going to happen, because it seems like we're laying the foundation for something, right? We're getting Creature Commandos next month.
Yes.
Which
can't wait.
Is going to have all these creature commandos that potentially could be in this Sergeant Rock show. Now, Sergeant Rock isn't necessarily entwined with the creature commandos, but it seems pretty obvious that we got this Sergeant Rock who's in a World War II base and we've just introduced creature commandos, and it's like, this is like ripe.
True.
And you would have already known all the characters in animated form, and they've already said these same actors will play them in the live action versions as well.
Okay.
So you'd already know the characters.
That could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
The short's really good.
The short is
really good.
It's really good.
I really enjoyed it, actually. It's only like 14 minutes. It's actually really, really good.
It'll be exciting. Imagine...
But to flesh it out, do you see what I mean by a show, though?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Because you get longer to flesh things out and stories, and you can literally do an epic World War II opener, like Saving Private Ryan-esque.
Yeah.
And then go from there. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're going to get a better understanding of this world when we start watching Creature Commandos.
I mean, it is the start of the world, I suppose, isn't it? So.
Exactly. So maybe we're in a better place to understand how this could actually work as a film. And especially if, say that it does come to the Sergeant Rock film, and you only actually are introducing Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
And there's even talk of maybe Sergeant Rock might even appear in the Creature Commandos show.
Okay.
So it could be, the groundwork could already be laid.
That's true. I mean, if they've already said Daniel Craig, or
they've linked Daniel Craig, right?
Okay,
and LUCA Guadagnino to the project,
because we all know, especially for animation, voices cast get added after, extra scenes will get added and extra scenes, stuff like that. So if you want to do that, as in build the foundation for something else, why not put him in like 5 minute in the episode of the last episode and stuff like that?
Exactly.
Because obviously the last few episodes are probably still being edited, still being done. So yeah, okay. What's the cast for? Why do I keep thinking Creature Comforts? What is that?
That's just a thing,
is
it? A saying?
Is it? Okay, fine.
Creature Comforts. Let me type Creature Comforts in first. Creature Comforts is a 2003 TV series, and it's plasticine creatures.
Oh, I've never.
And it looks like it's Aardman. It's like the Wallace and Gromit world.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
There you go. That's Creature Comforts. But we're talking about Creature Commandos.
We are.
So we all know Viola Davis has come back as Amanda Waller.
Of course. I don't think you could have anyone else.
Yeah, she's just solid.
I don't care if it's another DCU somewhere else. She will be Amanda.
It's been made for her. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm on the IMDb cast list, and straight up, Alan Tudyk's here as Clayface.
Love.
I didn't even know Clayface was going to be in this.
No, I don't think. I'm trying to avoid all trailers and everything.
Same.
So
I just want to go in fresh. We've got G.I. Robot and Weasel, played by Sean Gunn.
Cool.
So Weasel's back.
Yep.
From Suicide Squad, and G.I. Robot.
Nice.
We got Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Senior.
Okay.
So that is what's his name? Dad from Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Yeah. David Harbour as Eric Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Indira Varma as Bride of Frankenstein. She's the wife of Luther in Luther, who gets killed as Zoe. Have you seen Luther?
No.
Spoilers. She got killed.
Luther. Is that the Idris Elba thing?
Yeah, Luther. Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't.
So that's who we're getting in Creature Commandos.
Right.
But we're talking about Sergeant Rock. So that is the potential.
The showcase.
If they're transporting these characters from Creature Commandos into a Sergeant Rock live action version of what we just watched.
Did you say Silent Rock?
Sergeant Rock.
Okay, just checking.
I might have, but it doesn't matter.
I think that's quite impressive.
Yeah, and talking about this short film.
Clayface, that's so good.
Proper brutal.
Yeah.
The killing off of his platoon from the off.
That's army. That's war for you.
Yeah, and it's very well done. Very well
love the animation in this. I think it's really good.
And I like how. Did you know that Creature Commander was going to be in this, or I kind of told you? Already,
but not to the extent that I thought.
Yeah, I think
who appeared anyway.
Yeah, so I think they play it really well in the fact that they hold it back until the reveal of they're being killed by something's killing these Nazi soldiers.
You've got the clearly I think it's the Wolfman who sees red. So
yes,
you're seeing it from his perspective as he approaches that guy.
Yeah,
and it's all in red.
Yeah, and you see this splash of blood and a cigarette flying in the sky. Very well done. And then when the vampire comes, man, and he's slicing his throat with his finger.
Yeah.
Brutal.
You've really appealed to my horror side here, so I think, I love it. This is why I think you could explore it more in a TV show, because the characters are just, you could have so much fun with them.
Definitely. And like a war film, we haven't really got a DC war film yet, other than First Wonder Woman with World War One. Yep. But you're not really in the heat of the battle, other than the.
No, you're kind of passing through, aren't you? Just
it feels very one-sided.
No man's land.
Right?
Of course.
Whereas this could feel a bit more like you're in the heat of the battle, and it could be anyone's game, which is exciting. But adding it into these Hammer horror kind
That's
of
why
creatures.
It's literally Hammer horror. That's what it is. Yeah. These creatures from the 30s and 40s and stuff like that, like Frankenstein, Wereman, and
Wereman.
What did I? Werewolf. The man that's a
Wereman. That's what you just say when you walk into a room.
Yeah, Wereman.
Nosferatu as well. I don't know what you said.
I don't know.
He is very Nosferatu looking in this.
He is.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think this. Just watching this again. This is the second time I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I got excited thinking of the possibilities of this.
I think it's a great way to start.
Yeah,
I really do. I think, and as long as they keep it like this in terms of bloody and
that's
violent and stuff like that. Yeah. Don't sugarcoat it and just don't do that.
Yeah, and with James Gunn, it's good.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. If he's running the show, that is exactly what it's going to be.
I want slicing them necks and everything.
Yes, make it as brutal as you can.
Yeah, exactly. You've got characters like this, you need to. So.
Yeah. So I didn't even know if this is going to happen. But the thing is that James Gunn is very good at holding news back, right? And he won't let anything release unless he's kind of almost certain. And I've heard news lately that he's not doing like the Marvel kind of way, where just saying everything that we've got down in the pipeline, right? No. This is what we're planning on doing. This is what we're planning before they've even got writers.
This is our 10-year trajectory.
Yeah, like saying, we're doing a Blade film. It's not even getting close to being made, and that was years ago, right? Whereas James Gunn, he said, I'm only going to say something when I'm happy with a script, happy with like a director, and it's going to be happening.
Because I think that's a good way of doing it, because it's just going to get people's hopes up. And there's a lot of Marvel out there that's disappointing. And I think it was made just for the sake of it being made.
Rushing it to get it out.
Of course.
Yeah. They've made a backbone for themselves where they need to kind of get this many films out in a year.
Yeah.
So they rush them out. They get any kind of writer they want, and it's not really a director's vision.
No, it's not concise, is it?
Yeah. Whereas, you know, I mean, I feel like we got a director's vision in Multiverse of Madness a little bit, but
I mean, that's Sam Raimi though for you, isn't it? It's not. That's nothing to do with Marvel per se, is it?
We're not talking about Marvel though. Get off the Marvel now.
You started it.
I know. I'm sorry. But all I'm saying is, I don't know whether it's going to happen.
But this would get me excited for it. Definitely.
This is 100% will be exciting if we get anything like this. And, you know, Sergeant Rock feels like a really cool, exciting character.
And it's just the fact that he stops the vampire from eating someone. And then at the end, he's like, what's it say? Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Help yourself.
It's exciting. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I think it's... But like you said, they're doing showcases of characters that people don't know. And I like that. Bringing like characters to the forefront and stuff like that. It's really good.
Absolutely. And if you haven't seen this, you can just watch it online. It's just online.
Yeah, just Google it.
Yeah, because these showcases get released on physical media copies of feature films. So unless you're buying them, then that's the only way you're going to watch it.
This was on Batman Hush.
There you go. You know, he did his research. There you go. I did have Hush. That's how I watched it the first time.
There you go.
So, Scotty, what would you rate this?
I'm rating it.
Yeah, we're rating it. We're putting it on our scoreboards, mate.
Fucking great. I could give it a 9.
A 9?
I could watch this again and again.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm giving it the 8.
Okay.
That's good.
That is good.
That is good. I'm glad you liked it that much. Wicked.
I did.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, what's not to like? It's
right up my street.
It is right up my street.
Yeah. Oh, that's
very horror-esque.
Yeah, exactly.
I just didn't even like the way that Frankenstein breaks people's necks.
Yeah.
With his bare hands.
Brutal.
Or not even hands, just one hand crasps around the neck.
Fantastic. So, yeah, that's 8.5. That's a high scorer.
That is a very high
Sergeant Rock. You've done well.
Gonna...
So, we're going up against 2 other films. It's basically going up against The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Batman Under the Red Hood. So, it's not going to beat Dark Knight Returns for me. And you gave The Dark Knight Returns an 8. So it means that we're taking it to Letterboxd.
That's fine.
So Batman: The Dark Knight Returns on Letterboxd, Part 1 of The Dark Knight Returns, gets a 3.8.
Oh, fucking hell, Christ.
Yeah, it's high.
Okay, fine. This gets a 3.1
There you go. That's still a good score.
That's actually quite a good score.
Good score for a little short. Absolutely.
14-minute.
Yeah. And this, I upgraded it since. I gave it a 7.
I was going to say, you gave it a 7.
Yeah, 7. It's gone up to the 8. Just, I think the possibilities of what you could do with this just...
Yeah.
It's hyped me for it.
You know, it kind of reminds me of... what is that film called? It's a World War II film, and it's about the Nazis, but I'm sure they're zombies. I think it's Overlord.
Overlord, yeah. Overlord.
It just literally reminded me of that.
Yeah. And a little bit like Hellboy.
Yeah, it had that kind of esque. And that's literally just what I live for.
Yeah,
so.
Brilliant. Well, look at
I'm alright with that.
It's fine. It's basically number 11. It's close to the top 10. It did well.
This is what happens, guys, when you just get to the point.
Yeah, just make something good.
Just get to the point. Make something good.
Well, there you go. Exciting stuff. Maybe we're going to get some of this in the future. Maybe not. Either way,
I would root for that. Definitely.
Yeah. Go watch this. It's a good one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and look forward to Creature Commandos next month.
Yes, if we can watch it.
Yes, if it comes out in the UK, who knows? Who bloody knows what's going to happen with that? But either way, exciting stuff ahead.
Yes,
and
DC
hope you
is on
enjoyed
its way up.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed that, everyone, and we'll see you next time for Joker. We're doing Joker. We are
doing Joker. Yeah,
and we will finish this season eventually. See you later.
Bye.